Don't be cautious, don't be kind. You committed, I'm your crime. Push my button anytime.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title of this video, it's probably going to be a little bit more deeper than the rest of my videos. And I want to go ahead and say this. I am not perfect. I am not going to sit in this video and tell you that when you do ungodly things, you're a bad person. I just want to tell you how to grow your faith with God. And I want to tell you from the place I was, how to grow your faith with God. I'm not going to give you this big lifetime story. I'm just going to tell you the basics. Get started. I'm 16 years old. I have not once in my life took a smoke. I have not once in my life took a drink. Took a drink. How whichever way you want to say it. And I'm pretty proud to say that. I'm a proud virgin. I was so committed to God in 2016. I fell off because I wanted to be a regular teenager. And I'm here to tell you, you're either going to be a regular teenager or you're going to be a teenager who is of God, who is of His teachings, and who lives by His word. I'll tell you this as well. You're not only supposed to praise God on Sundays. Some people confuse that a lot. And that honestly, it doesn't make me upset, but it kind of aggravates me. Because people feel like, hey, it's Sunday, I'm supposed to praise God only on Sundays. You're supposed to praise God every day. And that's what I do every night. Throughout the day, I listen to His worship music. And I do devotional readings every night at 9:26. And I have done that for 11 days in a row now. And I am proud of myself for your relationship with God. Stop being like others, you know? Stop being like your friends. I still have a while to go. I'm only on an 11-day journey, and I still have other days to go. It was pretty hard for me to commit myself to God, especially that I'm only 16 years old. You know, and people, how do I say this? People want to commit themselves to God when they're ready, and I understand that. You still want to finish growing. You still want to experience a lot of things. For me, I want to commit myself early. Created by God, in God's image, for God's glory. And God sees you as the most perfect person in the world. No matter how many faults you have, no matter how many times you've made mistakes, you also need to remember this. God hates the sin, not the sinner. Just because you sinned yesterday, that doesn't make God love you anyway. God created us to be more like Him than anyone else in this world. You're supposed to live like the Word, not like the world. It's supposed to be easy. Your journey with God is not supposed to be, you're not supposed to wake up on a journey with God and say, this is so hard. I don't understand what I'm doing. I don't know why I'm doing these things. You know, when you wake up, you're supposed to feel God. You're supposed to wake up and know He's here. I don't understand how people can wake up and not know God is real. You know, He does so much for us. Even for people who don't believe, He still does so much for you. And if you wake up and you can't honestly know that God is here, then there's something really wrong with you. God is a person who understands your pain and hears your prayers. So if it doesn't work out today, what you prayed for today, it might not happen today. It might not happen tomorrow. But if you have a strong relationship with God, then it'll come quicker than you think it will. You know, God already has a bunch of blessings lined up for you. He already sees you as this perfect person. So how you see yourself doesn't matter. How other people see you doesn't matter. How God sees you is the most important thing in this world, and that'll always be the most important thing in this world. Your prayers impact the actions of God. I'm going to read from my book, and I'm going to read what I put on day 3. Your prayers matter to God because you matter to God. You aren't just anybody, you're His child. And I always hear in sermons from Furtick, Osteen, Joyce Meyer. I listen to so many people. I always hear them say you are the most high child of God, and I find that super important. Because you are a child of God, and you're supposed to be a child of God. And what that means is you're supposed to live by His word. And most people get it confused. When people wonder why things go wrong in their life, it's because God doesn't want those things to happen. God wants you to see it in a new light. He wants you to see it in a new way. I heard this in Stephen Furtick's sermon. I'll try to link that stuff because that was a pretty good sermon. Stephen Furtick said, "Do you want to get well or do you want to feel better?" And when I heard that, I was like, wow. I honestly, that's the most powerful thing I've ever even heard in a while. And I've heard some pretty powerful things, especially from God's teachings. I'm going to repeat it again. Do you want to get well or do you want to feel better? If you're sick with the flu, yeah, you're laying in your bed, you probably feel like you're dying. You're probably like, oh my gosh, I'm ready for this cold to get over with. I want to feel better tomorrow. Do you want to feel better tomorrow or do you want to get well altogether? And that's basically what that means. The definition is within the reading. How you read it is how it's already defined. And I thought that was super important that day. I heard that from the sermon. I think it's only like 7 minutes, but I'll link it down below if you want to look at it. I'll link a bunch of other videos I've watched down below. I listen to Stephen Furtick a lot. Joel Osteen, Stephen Furtick, and Joyce Meyer are 3 completely different people. They are also my favorite people, my favorite pastors. Joel Osteen is more of the calm and mellow pastor. Stephen Furtick is more of the, I'm gonna give you life after you get through listening to how I preach God's word. And Joyce Meyer is kind of the cool pastor. So I love their teachings. I love listening to their sermons. They're the definition of godly people. They're the definition of really cool people. I love how when Joel Osteen gives his preachings, I love how when Joel Osteen preaches, he gives stories before it, and I love how every time before he starts, he'll hold up a Bible and he'll say, "This is my Bible," and he'll recite what he says. It's so amazing. I don't think I smiled this much in a video before, but you want to start growing a relationship with God, you start with those 3 people. You want to start a relationship with God, you listen to those 3 people. And I don't mean listen to them 1 time a day. I mean listen to them twice a day. I mean listen to them every day. I mean, here's what I do. I listen to podcasts. I read devotionals. I listen to sermons. I listen to worship music. I try to do those things every day. I do my devotionals every day. I listen to Christ music almost every day. I don't look at sermons every day, but I try to. I'll link my favorite ones down below if you want to see them. If this video is kind of all over the place, I'm super sorry. I'll try to make like a second part to this because I don't want this video to be too long. So, yeah, I will see you guys in the next video, which is a get ready with me because I start school on Monday, and I'm doing 3 videos for that week, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.